next up, we're gonna be making one of my favorites. It has less than 10 ingredients, so easy, and definitely gets you in the mood for spring. So this is a caramelized leek and spring pea soup. You're gonna love it. Let's get started. All right, so the main thing that you need to think about is that leeks are very delicious, but they are very, very dirty. So make sure when you're working with leeks that you clean them really well. What we wanna do is first cut just the end off. So this is the part that was in the ground. And then we're gonna use only the white and light green parts. So once you've cut off the bottom and the top, you wanna take your chef's knife and run straight down the leek. So what this does is it sort of exposes all of these, we'll call them leaves. And you can see usually between here, this is where you're gonna find any dirt. So I got pretty lucky here today because these don't seem to be too dirty, but let me cut this one and then we're gonna rinse them. Here you can see they're just really dirty. You wanna be making sure. If you don't do this, you're gonna end up with soup that has a sandy consistency. Okay, so now what you wanna do is just thinly slice your leeks. It doesn't have to be a perfect cut. This is gonna be a blended soup. So you just wanna make sure that it's uniform so that it cooks evenly, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Now we're gonna take this over to our stove. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil into a sauté pan. And then we're gonna add our leeks right in here. We're gonna add 3 tablespoons of butter. And we want to do this really nice low and slow, so we don't want to cook the leeks too fast. We're looking for them to be soft, golden brown, and sweated down. It's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes, and you want to use a medium-low temperature. Okay, so I'm going to add some fresh pepper and some salt. Might have to add a little bit more salt at the end, but here you just want to add about a teaspoon. And then we're gonna add our peas. And right away, you don't have to wait, we'll go ahead and add our chicken stock. We wanna give it about 5 minutes just to all get really nice and happy together, and then we're gonna take it to the blender. Depending on the size of your blender, you wanna make sure whenever you are blending something really hot, that you don't fill it all the way to the top. One more little trick that I have for you guys to make sure that your pea soup is just that beautiful green color that we want it to be, is we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of fresh parsley. We'll gradually take up the speed. So this is such a beautiful color you're gonna see here, and we're gonna pour right into our bowls. I love this recipe and it's so easy. Anytime I can do less dishes, I'm a happy girl. So we're gonna garnish this with, again, if you don't want this, you don't have to, because we're gonna use some bacon. You know I love bacon. We'll put that right in the middle. And then for that extra bit of creaminess, we've got some buttermilk here. Make sure you shake it really well, and then you'll just go ahead. And there you go. This is caramelized leek and spring pea soup.